divided into 4 suits, corresponding to the 4 elements of the physical world: air, fire, water, and earth. Thought, action, reaction, and integration. These 4 suits are retained in modern playing cards. Different people have seen these elemental suits in different ways over the centuries. Some of the variations include air, swords, spades, leaves, and shields. Fire, wands, clubs, acorns. Water, cups, hearts, roses. Earth, pentacles, diamonds, bells, shells. Each of the 4 suits of the minor arcana has 10 pip cards and 4 court cards. In playing cards, the 4th court card, the page, or princess in some versions, has been eliminated. Each of these cards has a meaning, and these are usually believed to have a numerological origin. As the major arcana is held to refer to cosmic and spiritual issues, so the minor arcana are generally held to refer to mundane and personal issues. The minor arcana cards are as follows. Ace. Ruled by the sun, the ace represents the cardinal qualities of the element of the suit. The Ace of Swords represents the power of air or mind, thought, intelligence, judgment. Usually it indicates a specific decision to be made. The Ace of Wands represents the power of fire or action, energy, enthusiasm, passion for the situation. The Ace of Cups indicates the powers of water or emotion, and is usually taken as happiness and good fortune. The Ace of Pentacles represents the power of earth or integration, prosperity and stability, often perceived directly as money or financial growth. 2. Ruled by the moon, the 2 represents the element of the suit in dealings with others in private ways. Thus, the 2 of Swords represents alliances toward mutual aims. The 2 of Wands represents new opportunities for growth and expansion through personal connections. The 2 of Cups represents an important relationship, usually romantic in nature. The 2 of Pentacles represents learning from experiences with others and being very busy. 3. Ruled by Jupiter, the 3 represents the element of the suit in dealings with others in public ways. Thus, the 3 of Swords represents endings, separations, or major changes in important relationships. The 3 of Wands represents help from a friend, mentor, or advisor. The 3 of Cups represents shared happiness and celebration with others. The 3 of Pentacles represents the employment of skills or abilities to the benefit of others. 4. Ruled by Saturn, the 4 represents the element of the suit in a state of stability with lack of movement. Thus, the 4 of Swords represents a rest or time-out period. The 4 of Wands represents the achievement of a goal. The 4 of Cups represents a good situation, but still the desire for more. The 4 of Pentacles represents miserliness, holding back from others, reluctance to be involved or take action. 5. Ruled by Mercury, the 5 represents the element of the suit in a state of transformation and movement, but also a consequent fear of the unknown and unseen future into which one is moving. Thus, the 5 of Swords represents a feeling of being oppressed or held back by others. The 5 of Wands represents inner or outer conflict. The 5 of Cups represents disappointment or sorrow. The 5 of Pentacles represents loss or fear of loss. 6. Ruled by Venus, the 6 represents the element of the suit assisted by a gift of fate. Thus, the 6 of Swords represents travel, movement, starting over. The 6 of Wands represents victory, success, popularity. The 6 of Cups represents people or patterns from one's past. The 6 of Pentacles represents receiving help from another, assistance, or a gift. 7. Ruled by Uranus, the 7 represents the element of the suit crossed by obstacles which, if overcome, bring great benefit. Thus, the 7 of Swords represents an uphill battle which may yet be won, but only through great effort. The 7 of Wands represents hard work which leads to victory. The 7 of Cups represents illusions and misunderstandings which yet contain the seeds of self-knowledge. The 7 of Pentacles represents many choices not yet decided upon, which can lead to great success once chosen and focused on. 8. Ruled by Mars, the 8 represents the element of the suit in extreme circumstances, good, bad, or indifferent. Thus, the Eight of Swords represents feeling held back, unable to maneuver. The Eight of Wands represents speed, sudden happenings, and unexpected developments. The Eight of Cups represents exaggerated fears or obsessions. The Eight of Pentacles represents mastering one's craft and honing personal skills. 9. Ruled by Neptune, the 9 represents the element of the suit in its greatest skill. Thus, the 9 of Swords represents confronting and overcoming one's fears. The 9 of Wands represents patience, perseverance, and long-term plans. The 9 of Cups represents the ability to manifest what one desires from one's higher self. The 9 of Pentacles represents personal power and the ability to make one's own decisions and live life as one wishes. 10. Ruled by Pluto, the 10 represents the element of the suit in its ultimate fulfillment. Thus, the 10 of Swords represents leaving the old behind to make way for the new. The 10 of Wands represents a situation on the verge of, but not yet ready for, change. The 10 of Cups represents personal happiness and fulfillment. The 10 of Pentacles represents having a strong and rewarding base in home, family, or personal mission. Princess. The princess, sometimes rendered page, represents the powers of the element of the suit in a state of stasis or immobility, earth. The potential for change and growth, not yet in motion. Thus, the Princess of Swords represents diplomacy and circumspection. The Princess of Wands represents a person or situation on the verge of action. The Princess of Cups represents moodiness and overwhelming emotions. The Princess of Pentacles represents holding back from what one knows one should do. Knight. The Knight represents the powers of the element of the suit, expressed through thought and intention, air. Thus, the Knight of Swords represents a need for healthy self-interest. The Knight of Wands represents uncontrolled expansion and a need for greater focus. The Knight of Cups represents speaking, writing, the arts, and all other means of communication. The Knight of Pentacles represents slow but steady growth. Queen. The Queen represents the powers of the element of the suit, experienced as an internal reaction to the situation, water. Thus, the Queen of Swords represents inner reflection and the ability to learn from past experience. The Queen of Wands represents satisfaction and being in an emotionally positive situation. The Queen of Cups represents happiness and joy. The Queen of Pentacles represents security, ability, and prosperity, enough for oneself and more to share with others. King. The King represents the powers of the element of the suit, expressed through action, fire. Thus, the King of Swords represents good judgment and the ability to make sound decisions. The King of Wands represents mental focus and successful practical action. The King of Cups represents the ability to experience one's emotions without being overwhelmed by them. The King of Pentacles represents prosperity and financial success.